Hey, what's going on YouTube? Thank you for coming back. Today we have a quick CGC graded comic book unboxing. Sorry that it has been a good long while since my last video, which was a statue review. But I have been waiting for CGC to return my comic books for about over a month now, so we're gonna go ahead and just dive right into it and not waste any time. And before I do this, I just want to say thank you for returning to my channel, watching me do these videos. I don't do it for any celebrityness or fame or anything like that. I just genuinely enjoy comic books, and I hope you are tuning in because you enjoy comic books as well, especially being able to grow my personal collection. But let's go ahead and dive into these comic books. As always, CGC coming in with a very fantastic packaging. Alright, so the first one is Deviant Nation. This is a Sam T search cover. But first of all, just look at how fantastic that looks. The whole reason why I sent this particular book in was because of this cover. Unfortunately, it came back in as a 9.2. But that's alright. This was going into the collection. Especially since I'm a huge Poison Ivy fan. And you'll see that here in a minute. Okay, this next one, I'm going to hold off, and you probably already saw it, but I'm going to put that as the last comic book to look at. Next one is Poison Ivy number 7, done by Josh Middleton. Now this one, I'm just absolutely stoked that this one came in as a 9.8. This is a bit of a minor grail for me, especially since it was a little hard to find this cover. I ended up finding this at a local Comic-Con here in Corpus Christi. We have a Corpus Christi Comic-Con that we happen every year, and this particular book I ended up picking from Rick's Comic Crypt. So if you haven't heard of him, reach out. And I know he does a lot of the Comic-Cons here in Texas, Houston, Austin, up in Dallas as well. Go hit him up. Real nice guy. All right, next up, of course, we had to go with the Absolute Batman number 1. If you haven't read this particular series or haven't jumped on it yet, I highly recommend it. It's a new take on Bruce Wayne and all of his Batman adventures and his sort of growing into that character. Unfortunately, it came back as a 9.4, not ideal, especially since this was a personal copy that I hadn't handled personally. I mean, straight into the bag and board and then straight off the CGC. So we'll see. I mean, I plan on going in and looking at the grader's notes for it. On the surface, I don't see anything that would constitute a 9.2. This cover looks absolutely fantastic. But, you know, it is what it is. We get what we get. What you gonna do, right? Okay, now next up, this is a Will Jack cover of Poison Ivy. This is Poison Ivy number 1. This is a foil virgin cover. And if you haven't tuned into any of Will Jack's artwork, let me tell you, you're missing out. These covers that he does is, for me, on a whole nother level. Here's the back side of that as well. So 3 out of the 5 are related to a Poison Ivy. If that tells you something, then I don't know. And the final cover, final book. This one's gonna blow your mind. It blew my mind when I first saw it. The Matthew Waite cover gallery, and on here we have Jack Skellington in this almost X-ray foil virgin style, and man, I gotta tell you, this one is just, oh, wow, fantastic. I was blown away. I ended up picking up this comic book on Whatnot. It was almost an offhanded sale too. I had popped in and wasn't planning on picking anything up, and then I happened to see this one cover that this one seller put out. I mean, I just had to have it. Didn't pay anything like extraordinary for it, but man, you just look at that. And with this last book, this video comes to a close. These are all the books that I received on this particular unboxing. So just wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate you tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed the comic books that I'm showing here, just give me a like, give me a follow, drop something in the comments, let's have a chat. And as always, until next time, peace.